Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to talk about NVIDIA. So I made a video about how you can use basically a hypothetical amount, 10,000 shares. I thought it would be fun because really when you think about it, NVIDIA is trading at such a high valuation relative to what it previously traded at. And I think it's reasonable to assume that somebody may have bought this stock back in 2022 for under $25 per share, even under $10 per share, $15 per share. So a lot of people who bought back in 2020, 2021, and even part of 2022 are realizing over a 10x on this stock. Okay, so from the current levels, we know that the stock has gone parabolic, and it could make another leg higher. It could absolutely go to $150, $200. I'm not saying these things can't happen, but at the same time, we can think about how to take profits. So in this example, let's focus on a simple one. We'll keep it at 100 shares. And the reason that we're going to do 100 shares is due to the fact that options contracts require 100 shares in order to basically be in the options trading market itself. So for each 100 shares of stock, in this case NVIDIA stock, you will have one options contract, which represents 100 shares. And so basically what it looks like is we're going to be investing about $12,000 at the current price, right? So 100 shares of NVIDIA times 123.54 is going to be $12,000. And that's based upon one options contract. And so if we take this and we say to ourselves, okay, we are in fact up on this position. I mean, if you bought this stock anytime before 2024, hopefully you're not chasing. Hopefully you bought at least under like 75, right? $80. I don't know what your position is. Maybe you're up 20 or 30%. Maybe you've already bought, in May, April. But if you bought anytime before 2024, then you're probably up pretty good. I mean, at least double your money, right? So now we're thinking about how do we take profits? How do we actually realize a profit on this position? So what you can do is, one thing that you can do obviously is just hit the bid, right? So you can go ahead and sell. The other thing you can do is what's called the covered call. So in this case, what we can do is take the options contract, and what we have to do is actually switch it to options. There it is. And it was on stocks and ETFs. So you could actually sell, as I mentioned, right? You could do it in order, or you could go ahead and sell to open. Now in this case, what we're going to do is do an in-the-money call option. So let's say we bought the stock at $50 a share. Now, since NVIDIA is highly volatile, there's the possibility that within the next couple weeks, NVIDIA might go down to 110 or $100 per share. But the question is, how long does that take, right? So how long does a move like that actually take to come about? And if the answer is, let's say, a couple weeks, then we can kind of look at this and say, okay, we have one options contract, which represents 100 shares, as I mentioned. We're going to go ahead and choose a strike that you feel comfortable with. So today is June 28th. If we look at the market, we can go out 2 weeks exactly to July 12th. And what if we chose the $110 strike price? So that gives us room, basically, to sell our position up into $110, which gives us a doubling from if we bought it, let's say, $50 a share, right? Or if we bought on this dip down here, hopefully at 75, whatever it is. Let's just say we bought at the beginning of 2024, so split adjusted under $50 a share, and that's our profit. So we're going to make over 100% on this regardless. And in addition to that, we're not only doubling our position, our money, we're also going to earn some cash flow or some basically additional income by doing this. And so what we're doing here is we're taking this $13.75 limit price, and here you can make up to $13.70. So your max gain is the premium received. Now, assuming NVIDIA goes to zero, or basically, so the loss is unlimited. Let's just say that, okay? So essentially, you could lose your entire investment if NVIDIA goes to zero. Or what could happen is you're agreeing, basically in this case, to sell your shares at $110 per share. So what that means is, since we are agreeing to sell our shares at that price, and we have $13.69.35 as the total premium we're going to receive. So that's the important thing to remember here, is we're receiving a credit into our account by entering into this trade. And so what happens is This is called a covered call trade, and you can go to dailyinvestmentadvice.com if you're interested in learning more about this. But I basically go over this on the website where you can go and check this out and learn all about how to make money with covered calls and earn the passive income. So you go to education, options trading, covered calls. We have a lot of articles on this type of stuff. So if you want to get education, that's for free, right? My goal on this channel and all the other channels, no matter how large or small this channel is to provide you guys with education and resources to help you as an investor. Now we're looking to take some profits, and we're earning over $13.70 on this position regardless of what happens. So that's the beauty of this. And on top of that, we're doubling our money, assuming we bought under $50 per share, split adjusted. So we have one options contract we're selling to open. The expiration is about 2 weeks out, July 12th. So today is June 28th, and you can look out, and if you see you have July 5th as an option, but let's go ahead and do July 12th and see how much we can generate. We're assuming that hopefully NVIDIA stays above 110 because we want to take our profits, right? We want this actually to stay in the money. The reason is because we're taking profits. Now, if not, we can always roll this down too. But the other part of this that you have to understand is that you're actually getting a hedge on your position. So our total position size is worth what? Around $12,000. We'll say $12,500, call it even. Whatever the price of NVIDIA ends up being. We take that divided by, let's say 12,500, and we have, as you can see, 10%, basically. The dollar sign should not be there, but 10% of our position size is, or almost 11%. I should say 11 because of the rounding. So 10.9%, 11% is what we're receiving back in premium, because that premium is yours no matter what, as I mentioned. And so what we're doing here is we're taking this trade. All we need is 100 shares. We have to invest that initial $12,000. But right off the bat, because we're taking profits, we're getting out of this position, we are receiving an additional $13.70 basically. That includes the commission for this contract. And on top of that, we take the 100 share profit. If it's, let's say, $50 a share times 100 shares, you have a $5,000 profit. So what happens in this case is we simply add this, $1369.35. And as you can see, the total amount comes up to $6369.35. With that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know what questions you guys have. I wanted to use a more realistic example. Obviously, the one I used in one of my other videos, 10,000 shares, is pretty significant. Most people don't have a 1,000,000 share position. Let me know if you do in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. But obviously, most people don't have a $1 million position, is what I'm trying to say, in NVIDIA. So that being said, hopefully this example gives you more perspective. All you need is a $12,000 position, and you can get this passive income while you're selling your position. Okay, so you're selling your shares and you're receiving this premium. What that basically means is you're receiving additional return on your money from this covered call trade. So that's a great way to actually liquidate your position. See, a lot of people think they have to pay their broker. They're still in the mindset of like paying their broker or paying their financial advisor a fee. What I'm telling people is you can use options to your advantage. Like I said, come on over to dailyinvestmentadvice.com. All of the education on this website is totally free. You will never be charged. Now, you can support us, right? You can support us, I think, for $3 a month. I have a donate link. But at the same time, like, don't feel obligated. If you get value out of our content, feel free. But all of this is free content. My goal is to democratize this investment advice because Wall Street has taken the entire system and they have basically turned it into a fiasco of bureaucracy, paperwork. I worked on Wall Street previously. I did not enjoy it one bit. I had to always tell them what I was doing, making videos, all this kind of stuff. I did not get along with them, let's just say that. And I got a couple years of experience in working at, a couple firms, Wells Fargo Advisors, Charles Schwab, but I always hated the bureaucracy, the paperwork, all of the BS, having to report my YouTube videos and stuff. So that's why I'm creating what I'm creating, is to help you as an investor, regardless of what your goals are. And that's why I created daily investment advice. That's why we talk about what we talk about on this channel, because a lot of people think they have to pay their broker, their financial advisor. You don't have to. You can actually generate passive income while strategically trying to liquidate your position. Assuming NVIDIA doesn't go below 110 within the next couple weeks, you're going to receive this premium and you're going to sell your shares at the strike price because the option will still be in the money. And in that case, the buyer of the option is going to actually exercise the option. So that's the gist of it, right? So once they exercise the option, it's in the money, you're going to get your shares called away at $110. But if you bought this stock in late 2023, early 2024, you're realizing a good profit, or you bought it, in 2020, if you're up 2,000%, I saw somebody commented that, I think, in one of my videos. Let me know if you're up 1,000%, 2,000%. Congratulations to all of you guys that are, but this is just a way to make extra money from your trade. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out financial education, consulting, all that kind of stuff in the description. If you guys want to meet one-on-one, I offer those services as well. So check that out, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.